What's up, guys? Welcome back to another review. So if you're like me, you don't really like vacuuming and sweeping and doing chores like that. So if that's the case, this might be the video for you. So today, let's check out the Deebot N79. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get this beast open and see what she looks like, shall we? Alright, so nice cardboard interior. Alright, here we go. First things first, looks like we have a remote here. Nice little remote, seems to have a display of some sort built into it, so that's pretty cool. Then we have our user guide, probably our warranty info, yada yada yada. We'll throw that off to the side. Then we got a cleaning tool of sorts, probably to clean your brushes and your filter housing and things like that out. So probably be to cut off the carpet strings and hairs that get stuck up in them rollers. Next we have our wall plug here. Take this out and look at some of the specs on it. Let's see here. This is a input 100 to 120 volts, 50, 60 hertz. So this should, well, it's not going to work 120 volts. It's going to work here in the States. Overseas, you'll probably need a different one of these adapters. But either way, output is 19 volts, 6.6 amps. So it's about a 19 volt, 20 volt operating. Actually, probably 18 volts. Probably 18 volt battery in there, but. Yeah, we'll see if we can look at that a little deeper here. Next we have our actual sweeper itself. It's got a little bit of weight to it. It's a little lighter than I thought it would be, but definitely some heft there. You can tell it's not too properly built. Let's get it out of this bag. Let's take a better look at this. Here's our Deebot. Protective film off. We have a display of some sort and our Wi-Fi light. On the bottom side here, we have our 1 and 2. These are probably your drive wheels. This is what's actually going to propel you forward. And this little guy here that flips around, this is what's going to steer you and give you the, the quick direction changes, when it hits something. Here's our brush right here. Until this spins, it's got a little rubber squeegee flapper in the middle, and it's got our brushes. They're actually very, very soft, so no fear of scratching anything with these. I have felt some that are way harder, so hopefully these are stiff enough to actually pick up some debris, but I think it'll work pretty well. Here you can see this is where we connect our other brushes. We have 4 of them, so it looks like we have 2 extra, which are good because as you'll see here in a minute, these are going to stick out to the side, and I'm pretty sure they're going to wear out pretty quick. So these just snap on. You can see we have a square configuration here. These should just snap on like so. There we go. 1 and 2. So simple enough. Let's look at the front here. You can see this whole assembly here on the front. This is our bumper assembly, so if it's flipping along and hits a wall or a table leg or a person or a kid's toy, that's going to tell it instantly to stop and go a different direction. And that's all will be accomplished by changing our rotation of our drive wheels and flipping this around a little steering mechanism here. So that's cool. On the back here we have our debris bin. This pops out just like this, and this whole thing slides on out. And you can see here, this is our filter, which is replaceable. And I believe, yes, this does come with a replacement filter here. So we got the little membrane here, as well as the cartridge that goes on top of it. So here's that. Very, very easy to replace. Nothing to it. Put that back in like that. Close that door. And then this main compartment here, this is where the most of your hair and dust and debris is going to accumulate. So yeah, you just dump that out and call it a day. And that just slides right back in like so. So there's that. We have our on-off switch right here, as well as our charging port. And that seems to be about it. Here's our exhaust air. Obviously it's sucked up in through the bottom, filtered through this filter assembly, and then blown out right here on the side. So that's how that works. I guess that's about all we can look at on here. But yeah, overall it looks to be a pretty good quality. And I was wrong. It is a 14.4 volt DC, not 18 volt. So that's a little odd. Usually you don't see quite so high of input voltage. And you're looking at, what was this? 19. So yeah, it's a pretty big spread, but hey, I guess it works, right? So let's see what else we got in the box. We do have some generic batteries here. Sunday Supercell, not even alkaline, so I'll probably just throw these out and put my own in, something that's going to last a little longer. I'm not going to fear is going to leak all over everything and ruin the remote. Here's our charging base. Open that up. This is basically the home for the unit. You'll set this on the floor, and whenever this is done doing its cycle or its battery's dying, this will roll back and automatically park itself on here like so. You can see we have some contacts on there. We have 1 and 2. Those match up right here in the bottom to right here. So it's kind of like an old cordless phone or something like that. It's basically just friction fit. The terminals touch, and yeah, boom, it's going to charge your battery. And that is all done automatically, which is very, very cool. So taking a closer look at this, we have our charging terminals here, 1 and 2. That's where we plug it in. So you can either plug it in here and charge it via the dock here, or you can skip all that and go straight to this unit itself here and plug it in on the side. So gives you a little flexibility if you just want to use it as a spot cleaning and you don't want to charge it on the base. You can do it that way. So yeah, that's everything that's in the box. We'll go ahead and pop open this manual real quick, just to make sure no vital information that we should look at, but I don't think there's going to be. I mean, just put these in here for legality, right? I mean, come on, who actually reads these things? Junk, quick start guide. Here's our instruction manual, 3 languages, and our limited warranty. So let's go to quick start guide real quick. See if there's any vital information here before we fire this thing up. Step 1, plug in the base. Step 2, make sure there's a meter on each side and 2 meters in front. Step 3, attach our brushes. Already ahead of you. Step 4, turn the unit on. Step 5, charge for 4 hours. Step 6, push the auto button. Okay. And yeah, I guess that's it. And here's how we do the app on our phone. This is Wi-Fi connectable to your app via Apple Store or Google Play. The EcoBax app. Go ahead and register, add a robot, and then you have your options to do the spot clean, do the auto, do the edge clean, and so forth and so on. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing cooking and get some charging. Okay, so I got the app installed. Now I'm going to go ahead and go through the process of getting this thing added. So first thing I'm going to do is add a robot. And then select the robot to connect. So this is the Deebot N79. I'm going to select that. Connect to Wi-Fi. Let's see, make sure that your phone's connected to a Wi-Fi network or the home network, which mine is not. Be right back. we're back and we're on the internet. So I am already connected. There's my Wi-Fi. Let's go ahead and enter my password and start network setup. Turn power switch on the side of the robot. Done. Next. Press and hold the network setup button on the remote control for 3 seconds. After a beep sound, the robot will start connecting and the Wi-Fi indicator light on the robot will start to flash. Click next. So, press and hold the network setup button. Shows you a little picture. So right down there, that's going to be this one. Press and hold. There we go. Light is blinking. Go ahead next. Smart network settings. Do not switch the software to the background. Okay. Do your thing. Do your thing. Any day now. Come on.
A few moments later.
Alright, setup complete. Deebot N79 complete. There we go, our Deebot N79 is online. We can go ahead and click that. And then we get to our actual control of the sweeper here. So we've got our battery, it's 3/4 full. It is on the charger and charging, as you can see. We are in standby status. Here we go, we can actually control the direction of the sweeper. We have our different modes. We have our auto mode, our edge mode, our spot mode, our room mode, and charging mode. Basically the charging mode, when you hit that, it's going to send it back home. It's going to come right back to this thing, pop on the dock, and do some charging. So that's pretty much when you want to get it out of the way or the battery's dying, hit that button and it'll come right back. Then we got different modes. Auto modes is going to basically do a random pattern. It's going to bump into everything. It's going to go all around, and in hopes that after an hour or two, your whole floor is clean. We have our edge mode where it's going to find the edge of your room and it's going to continue along the edge and clean the edge. Spot mode, whenever you set this thing down, you hit spot mode, it's going to do a radius around and clean that area, aka the spot. And then our rooms can do the same thing. It's going to do pretty much a random pattern in your room. So those are the different modes. We have it set up now. I'm going to go ahead and let this thing charge, and then I'm gonna throw this thing on the ground, and yeah, let's see what this thing can do, shall we? Alright, so let's go ahead and wrap this up with some final thoughts. Overall, I was really impressed with this little robotic sweeper. I think it did a very good job, especially on like hardwood and tile. Did have a little bit of trouble when you got to like a high pile carpet, but it still did the job. You can just hear the motor working a little bit harder. But I tell you, when you open up that dustbin and dump it out, it really opens your eyes as to what you're just walking around on every day and letting your kids sit down and play on. So it does not replace a big traditional vacuum. However, this is great for those in-between vacuuming. Say if you do this every day of the week and then get your big vacuum out for the weekends, it works fine. It works great. I did like the smartphone functionality. It has built-in Bluetooth. You can check the status right from your phone. You can start it, you can stop it, you can pause it, you can steer it, you can control it, you can send it back to the charger, all from your phone. So that was very cool. And overall, yeah, I was very happy with this. I do give it 2 thumbs up, and yeah, I think you should go ahead and get one. So, like always, if you like this video, leave me a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave me a thumbs down. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.